between Real Sociedad and Inter Milan.
Both on 7 points at the top. Benfica are losing again. They lost 1-0 to Real Sociedad. Inter 2, FC Salzburg 1. So Inter and Real Sociedad running away with it. Benfica, just like Union Berlin, nightmare campaign in the Champions League. 3 defeats from 3 so far.
John Bennett, thank you very much. As always, big night of Champions League action on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, commentary of Newcastle United against Borussia Dortmund from 8 o'clock on 5 Live and BBC Sounds. Alan Shearer will be part of our commentary team at St James's Park. Newcastle come into the game as Group F leaders after that big win over Paris Saint-Germain. So they've got 4 points. PSG have got 3. Milan have got 2. And Dortmund have got 1. Newcastle 8 games unbeaten. Steve is an interested observer of their progress. They had a little mini wobble. I mean, it was against Liverpool, Manchester City and Brighton in the Premier League. So tricky opposition they were coming up against. But they seem to have recovered really well from that. And their Champions League performances don't seem to have thrown them at all.
Well, it was a really special night at St James's Park by all accounts on the last one there, you know, when they've turned over PSG so convincingly. This is another big, huge game what the supporters will be relishing. You know, they'll be getting ready for it already. You know, the way they are at the moment. I mean, you have to say a big well done to Eddie and the way they are. They've had a difficult start, but they really played the big top teams in the division. But they've now won 5 or 6, is it, in a row? So it's now put them in a real good place. And when they're playing against the likes of Dortmund tomorrow, it's what the Newcastle fans have been craving about for years, the big European night. They've missed it so much after not having it for something like 20 years ago since the great Sir Bobby Robson was in charge. So, you know, from afar I've been watching it and seeing how they've been, and they're a very, very impressive team at the moment, and they've got a little bit of strength and depth. Even though we've got a few injuries, they've still got a little bit of quality in all sorts of areas.
Steve Bruce, lovely to talk to you. Thank you very much for your company this evening. Thank you as well to Dion Dublin and to John Murray at Old Trafford. And there's lots more reaction to tonight's Champions League games in the Football Daily podcast. That's out on BBC Sounds later on. Commentary of Newcastle against Borussia Dortmund from 8 o'clock tomorrow night on 5 Live and BBC Sounds. Mark Chapman will bring you all the build-up from 7 o'clock. And next...